Hi all, welcome to the second part of Microsoft Office Excel Complete tutorial. In this video, I'm going to explain how we can change the theme of Microsoft Office Excel, then how to change the default font of Excel, then how to change the default number of sheets while startup, and this video also contains many more advanced features. So before starting my class, I'm requesting you to subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon to get notifications while I'm uploading new videos into my channel. So let's start. I'm going to open Microsoft Office Excel by pressing Window key and R. At this time, we can get a box named Run dialog box. Type Excel as my run command. Then click on OK or press Enter key. Then choose Blank Workbook option. This is the main window of Microsoft Office Excel. In this video, my first settings is how we can change the interface or the theme of Microsoft Office Excel. To do so, select File option and click on Account option. At this time, we can get three themes. First one is colorful and the second one is dark gray and the third one is white. Select any theme as your wish. So colorful is my choice. We can also change the theme of Microsoft Office Excel by choosing File option and click on Options. At this time, we can get a dialog box named Excel Options. Under General category, select the required theme here. We can get the three themes just explained before. That is colorful, dark gray and white. Select any theme. Then click on OK option. So my choice is colorful. So it has a cute look on Microsoft Office Excel. Next, I'm going to discuss how we can change the default font of Microsoft Office Excel. Everyone knows that in Microsoft Office applications like Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, in all MS Office applications, the default font is Calibri. Suppose if you want to change the default font to another, it is very easy. Select File option and click on Options under General category. Then select the required font you want to set. So I'm going to set Arial as my default font and set 12 as my font size. Then click on OK and click on OK. Then close Microsoft Office Excel. Then reopen Microsoft Office Excel to take effect the settings. So take a look over the font. The font has been changed from Calibri to Arial and size also has been changed from 11 to 12. Next, I'm going to discuss how we can change the default number of sheets while startup. Everyone knows that while opening Microsoft Office Excel, we can get a single sheet, that is sheet 1. But in older versions like 2007 or Microsoft Office Excel XP, the default number of sheets after opening is 3, that is sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. But in latest versions, we can get only one sheet, that is sheet 1. In Microsoft Office Excel, there is an option to change the default number of sheets. So I'm going to discuss how we can change the default number of sheets. Choose File option and click on Options. Under General category, set the number of sheets you want to appear at startup. In the Include this many sheets box, I set 3 as my number. Then click on OK. Then close Microsoft Office Excel and reopen Excel to take effect the settings. Take a look over the Sheet tab. It has been changed from 1 to 3. We can see 3 number of sheets, that is sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. Next, I'm going to discuss what is a cell. Actually, the cell is an integration of a single column and a single row. Each cell has its own name called cell name or cell address. The selected cell's address will be available in the name box. Next, I'm going to discuss what is an active cell. Actually, the active cell is the clicked cell. It indicates with a dark border with a dot displayed at the bottom right part. By default, while pressing enter, the active cell moves downwards. We can change the direction of active cell while pressing enter key. To change the direction, select File option, then click on Options, select Advanced option. Here we can get 4 directions: down, right, up and left. I choose right. Then click on OK. Try it out. Now the active cell moves to rightwards. So I'm going to change the settings to its default. The default direction is down. OK. Next, I'm going to discuss how we can insert a new row. Before starting the settings, I'm going to present some data over the sheet. I'm going to type the record of some students, register number, name, then mark. Okay, I just typed the record of 4 students. What are the field names I presented? That is register number, name and mark. Next, I'm going to discuss how we can insert a new row. To insert a new row, click any cell, then press Alt-I-R. What's the shortcut I used? Alt-I-R. I'm going to explain the shortcut. In Alt-I-R, I means insert and R means row. So it is very easy to understand the shortcut. Actually, Alt-I-R inserts a single row just above the selected cell. Suppose if you want to insert 2 rows. So select 2 records, then press Alt-I-R. Actually, Alt-I-R inserts the selected number of rows just above the selected cell or cells. The next settings I'm going to discuss is how we can delete the row. So select the unwanted rows, press Alt-EDR, then enter. What the shortcut I used? Alt-EDR. In Alt EDR, E means edit, D means delete, and R means row. Like Alt IR, there is a setting to insert columns. So how we can insert a new column? Select the required cell, then press Alt IC. What's the shortcut I used? Alt IC. So I'm going to explain the shortcut Alt IC. In Alt IC, I means insert and C means column. Actually, Alt IC inserts a single column at the left side of the selected cell. Suppose if you want to insert two columns, just left side of the selected columns. So select two columns, press Alt IC. Next, I'm going to discuss how we can delete the unwanted columns. So select the unwanted columns, press Alt EDC, then enter. In Alt EDC, E means edit, D means delete, and C means column. Next, I'm going to discuss the settings related with select all settings. In Excel, mainly there are two types of select all settings. The first one is select the complete data presented over the sheet. And the second one is select the entire sheet. Suppose if we want to select the complete data, complete record of these students. So click any cell inside the data presented and press Ctrl A or press Ctrl Shift space. Suppose if you want to select the whole sheet, click any cell just outside the presented data, press Ctrl Shift space or the Ctrl A. These are the select all settings. Next, suppose if you want to select the required column. So click any cell in the required column, press Ctrl space. It is similar to click on the column name. Suppose if you want to select the rows, click on the cell, then press Shift space. It is similar to click on the row number. Next, I'm going to discuss the settings related with columns. In Excel, mainly there are four types of column settings. That is, adjust the column width, auto fit columns, hide the column, and unhide the column. All column related settings shortcut are proceeding with Alt O C. Alt O C. Once again, all column related settings are proceeding with the shortcut Alt OC. In Alt OC, O means format, the second letter of format, and C means column. What are the column related settings? First one is adjust the width. Second one is auto fit. Third one is hide. Fourth one is unhide. So what will be the shortcut of column width? It is Alt O C W. Here the W is the first letter of width. And what will be the shortcut of auto fit? It is Alt O C A. Next, what will be the shortcut of hide? It is Alt O C and then H. Then what will be the shortcut of unhide? It is Alt O C U. So all shortcuts are related with its settings. So Alt OC W for width, Alt OC A for autofit, Alt OC H for hide, Alt OC U for unhide. I said just before all column settings are proceeding with Alt OC. Okay, let's try it over the presented data. I'm going to adjust the width of all columns. Select the data completely. There is no need to select the data by dragging. Just click inside any cell, then press Ctrl A. Then press Alt OC W. At this time, ask the width of column. At this time, 8.11 is the width of these three columns. Change the value to 50. Then OK. The width of three columns has been changed to 15. Then what's the next settings? That is autofit. What's the shortcut? Alt OC A. Actually, autofit means fit the width of selected columns based on the value or the matter inside it. It is similar to autofit contents in Microsoft Office Word. So what's the next settings? It is hide. Suppose if you want to hide the column name, just select any cell in the required column. Press Alt O C H. Just take a look over the column names. The B is not available. Next, how we can unhide the hidden columns. Press Ctrl A to select the complete sheet. Press Alt O C U. By using the hide and unhide shortcuts, we can hide the excess columns of the sheet. Just click on D, press Ctrl Shift right arrow. It will select the column from D to XFD. Press Alt O C H for hide. So, take a look over the column names. From D to XFD is not available. Likewise, click on the 6th row, press Ctrl Shift down arrow to select the excess rows. Press Alt O R H to hide the row. To unhide the excess columns and excess rows, click on this triangle to select the complete sheet. Then Alt O C U unhide. Press Alt O R U unhide rows. Next, I am going to discuss the settings related with rows. Like column settings, all row settings are proceeding with Alt O R. Mainly there are 4 types of row settings. The first one is hide, and the second one is auto fit, and the third one is hide, and the fourth one is unhide. Next, what will be the shortcut of hide? It is Alt O R E. So what's the change? Alt O R H is the shortcut of hide. So the hide's shortcut has been changed to E. So what will be the shortcut of auto fit? It is Alt O R A. What will be the shortcut of unhide? It is Alt O R U. I already told that all row settings are proceeding with Alt or R. Look at the shortcuts. All row settings shortcuts are starting with Alt or R. And the next character is related with the settings. E is the second letter of hide, A is the first letter of autofit, H is the first letter of hide, and U is the first letter of unhide. Okay, so it is very easy to understand the shortcuts. All settings are related with its settings. Okay, so try it over the data presented. Suppose if you want to adjust the height of all 4 records. So select the complete data. There is no need to select the complete data manually. Press Ctrl A after selecting any cell inside the data presented. Press Alt or RE. Then set the height of row. Now the current value is 15. I'm going to change it to 30. Then press OK. The height of all rows has been changed. The next shortcut is Alt ORA. ORA means autofit. It sets the height of all rows based on the matter inside it. The next setting is height. Suppose if you want to hide the unwanted rows inside the presented data, click over the cell, then press Alt ORH. Then take a look over the row numbers. The 3 is not available. The 3 is not available. If you want to unhide the presented data, select the data completely, press Alt or U for unhide the hidden rows. Next, I am going to discuss the settings related with sheet. Next, I am going to discuss the settings related with sheet. Like column settings and row settings, all sheet settings are starting with Alt OH. Here, O means format, the second letter of format, and H is the second letter of sheet, that is H. Mainly there are 6 settings related with sheets, that is rename, tab color, background, delete background, hide and unhide. So what will be the shortcut of rename? It is Alt OHR. What is the shortcut of tab color? It is Alt OHT. What is the shortcut of background? It will be like this, Alt OHB. What is the shortcut of delete background? Alt OHD. What is the shortcut of hide? Alt OHH. What is the shortcut of unhide? It is Alt OHU. So all settings shortcuts are related with its settings. R is the first letter of rename, T is the first letter of tab color, B is the first letter of background, D is the first letter of delete background, H is the first letter of hide, and U is the first letter of unhide. Okay, try it over the sheet. Suppose if we want to change the name of our sheet. Now the sheet's name is sheet 1. If you want to change the name of sheet to mark list, so press Alt OHR. It selects the sheet name. Press mark list. Enter. Next, I'm going to change the color of sheet tab. So what is the purpose of changing the tab color? So by changing the tab color of sheet, it is very easy to identify a particular sheet from the group of sheets. For example, I'm going to change the tab color of mark list. Press Alt OH T. Select the required color. I selected red as my tab color. Then click on OK. So the sheet mark list is highlighted with red. Next, how we can set a background picture over the sheet. The shortcut is Alt OH B. Choose work offline. Select any picture from the saved location. Click on insert option. At this time, we can view the selected picture is available over the sheet as background. The main thing you have to remember is that the applied picture will not be available over the page while taking printout. So try it out. Press Ctrl F2. Ctrl F2 is the shortcut of print preview. The picture is not available over the page. Next, suppose if you want to delete the picture applied. So the shortcut is Alt OHD. OHD. D means delete. Next, suppose if you want to hide the sheet mark list, press Alt OHH. The sheet mark list is not available in the sheet tab. Press Alt OHU to unhide the hidden sheet. Finally, I'm explaining delete column and delete row settings with a twist on the shortcut Alt EDC enter and Alt EDR enter. There are two methods to delete the unwanted columns and unwanted rows. The first method is using these shortcuts Alt EDC enter and Alt EDR enter. In this method, suppose if we want to delete some unwanted column or columns, we have to select the unwanted column first or the unwanted columns first. Then press Alt EDC, then press enter. Suppose if you want to delete some unwanted row or rows, first of all we have to select the unwanted row or rows. Then press Alt EDR, then enter. But there is a second method also. That is a twist on Alt EDR and Alt EDC. That is, instead of selecting the records, select the column name. Suppose if you want to delete the column name, there is no need to select the records. Click on the column name. Then press Alt ED instead of Alt EDC enter. Suppose if you want to delete the record of Sibla Ranjit, there is no need to select the complete row or the entire record. Click on the row number that represents the record of Sibla Ranjit. Press Alt ED. So this is the twist on delete column and delete row. So we have to use Alt ED instead of Alt EDC enter and Alt EDR enter. So by learning Alt ED, we have to learn only one shortcut for deleting unwanted columns and unwanted rows. Okay, I am winding up from the second part of Microsoft Office Excel complete tutorial. Hope you understood the settings I discussed in this part. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon to get notifications while I'm uploading new videos into my channel. Okay, see you in the next part. Okay, thank you. Bye.